just saw this last night, and was when I was putting everything together for the whole, today in gaming, with all the games that came out on this day, whichever year. I funnily enough saw this little article. Square Enix throws a bone to Xenogears fans on the classic JRPG's 28th anniversary, but with no remake or remaster in sight, folks are behaving exactly as you'd expect. Quote unquote, I'm on my knees here. Now listen, guys, you don't need, that's monkey paw talk there, because the minute you start clamoring for a remake or a remaster, you can run into some trouble. And as we've seen with like some of the Dragon Quest games, they have censored either the attire for some of the female characters that were once, basically standard for old JRPGs and stuff like that. They have gone through and done that, and done other things to different games here and there. You got to be careful with this. So let's go on to see just exactly will Square Enix ever get over its apparent xenophobia. So February 11th marks the 28th anniversary of the beloved JRPG Xenogears. And I'll say this, I've not played Xenogears. I remember watching, when I was still following Team 4 Stars content a little more, they did a little like let's play through of Xenogears. It looked like a fun and interesting game. Might have to check it out one of these days. But anyways, and Square Enix is offering one tiny crumb of a birthday cake, a single tweet acknowledging the game's existence. Still, that's the most official validation Xenogears diehards have gotten in years, and many are already taking the opportunity to beg for a remake or remaster or any kind of modern release at all. Square Enix's tweet is a simple celebration of Xenogears' legacy, calling it via machine translation a new generation cybernetic RPG that radiates unparalleled originality. That's honestly a pretty fair description of the 98 PS1 game's reputation, which looms large despite the fact that it hasn't gotten a release since the PS3 era. Really? Oh, re-release since the PS3 era. Yeah, because on the PlayStation Store at the time, I remember them putting out PlayStation 1 games and stuff like that you could buy off of there digitally. You can, I think I remember seeing Xenogears, but I just didn't catch my eye much. You can already guess the tone of the replies to that tweet. Xenogears mentioned by an official Square account. One commenter observes, "Please, they know I want it. Give me that remake or re-release with quality of life upgrades, please. I'm on my knees here." So that's where that came from. Oh boy. All of the screeching going on here. 28 years in Square. I swear I'm gonna need you to do anything with the game other than promoting it to sell merch. Again, monkey paw here. You guys got to be careful with this. Quote, you guys could, make it accessible to new platforms, another reply politely adds. Just saying, though. Bring it back, please. There's another thread running through some of these posts, allusions to the impending PlayStation State of Play, which is tomorrow in the afternoon at some point. So I may jump into that. Even though I usually watch, because I think the time is kind of funny. It's like I notice I'll usually be watching Nightmare's stream at the time the PlayStation Direct will be. The PlayStation State of Play. So February 12th, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. So that's like 3 p.m. my time, but I'm usually around that time. But I may just I'll just duck out. That's a 60-minute runtime, so we'll see what that'll bring. Because so far these state of plays, these directs, these whatevers have not been exactly very, at least for me. Maybe other people have been finding a lot out of it. I've only been seeing like maybe a game or so that's been like, oh, might be cool. But usually then for some of them, I think the one was, I already forgot some of the titles. Anyway, back to this. Would Square Enix truly make a social media post celebrating the game's birthday if something larger wasn't on the way? Well, yes. Tweets are free, and with 2.3k retweets, this one has clearly driven a fair bit of engagement. director Tetsuya Takahashi would leave Square shortly after the release of Xenogears to found Monolith Software. Now, decades later, the studio is owned by Nintendo and continues to build on Xenogears' legacy with his long-running Xenoblade Chronicle series. Whether Takahashi and Monolith or Square Enix will ever return to the game that started that legacy in the first place is now decades-old mystery. And there you go. That's the other thing, too. When you've lost the director and everything like that, and probably even there's more of the staff that I would imagine has left Square that was originally behind this project and stuff like that. You don't have the same people anymore. So again, you gotta be really cautious here, because the people there now will be more than fine too with bending the knee to Western sensibilities like they have already, and changes could be made to the story. I know some people would cope and go fine with it. Oh, it's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you're still messing with the original direction and the original intention of the stories when they do stuff like that. The original presentation of the game. It all counts. It all factors in. So, hey, just look at it. This be even happy that it got the acknowledgement, that it kind of put it back on. It probably put it back on a lot of these people's radars that weren't even thinking about this game to begin with. And it's like, oh, hey, Square's, you know, posted about it. Now they're you know, getting that nostalgia berries running. I remember. Go back, boot up Duck Station or something like that, and just, you know, have fun with the emulation of it. Replay the original in its original format. Is it possibly a clunker? I wouldn't doubt that. But no matter what, for at least certainly for me, despite how clunky a game can be, I mean, Jesus, I still love playing through Shadows of the Empire. I still love, you know, when I played through Dark Forces 1 and Dark Forces 2, can be kind of clunky games. I still enjoyed the hell out of it. So, you know, you don't always need to re-release. You don't always need a remake. You can absolutely enjoy the game in its original format, and I say go do so. So here's the 28 years for Xenogears, bringing a lot of classic JRPG fans to it. I hope you enjoy it again on another replay, because gosh darn it, is it always fun to go back and revisit a classic. So go and do that.
Thank you for watching this clip from Respawn Roast Cantina. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out the full episode.